Welcome to Therapists Say, the podcast where we talk about real life, real feelings, and the stuff everyone's dealing with, but no one really explains. We're here to make mental health make sense, keep things honest, and remind you that you're not the only one trying to figure it all out. Therapists Say is brought to you by Full Circle Therapy and Inner Wellness Therapeutic Services. Let's get into today's episode. And welcome back to another episode of Therapists Say. I'm your host, Mel.
I'm your other host, Liz.
I'm the co-host, Barry.
And we're back.
All right. Do you guys have any? All right.
And there's
I was gonna say
nothing.
Do you guys have any shrink wrap? But so because we're not working as much because it's the holidays, we're recording more. So we have an episode coming out January 2nd.
Yes.
Which hasn't come out yet for us, right?
That's not.
And then this one would come out January 16th. So
that's the day I leave to go see Michael.
I thought you were going to say that's our brother's birthday.
I sent you a meme about Michael Bublé. Did you see
I
it?
am not getting your messages.
I sent it in the chat to both.
Did you see it?
Unlike you guys that send it in the one with the
Oh my
proceed
God.
me.
I felt so bad about that.
That wasn't me. That
You're
was
like-
her. I was like, what are
you're
you
like-
doing?
And then I
You're
almost
disclosing my poor relationship history
Right.
to
I was like,
our
why?
one sponsor.
didn't notice.
I used to be a student also.
To our
And then
one
I
sponsor.
almost
Yeah.
messaged back and I was like, Melissa, just stop
Right.
talking. But I almost messaged back being like, oh my God, that was so boomer of me. But I did.
So boomer of you.
Wait,
Yeah.
you haven't sent us.
Maybe you're sending it to proceed me.
No. All right. If it wasn't you, it was just to Mel. And it was
Yeah, no.
there was a Michael Bublé where he sings. Okay, I don't know this. It was a meme. He sings Santa Baby, but he turns it into Santa Buddy.
Yeah, it's my favorite song ever.
Oh my goodness, that's
And it's-
awful. That sounds awful.
It's amazing. I will play it for you. and
know you won't.
And it
I
even
will.
says in the part where it says something about like leave me a Rolex under the tree. It's great. It's a great line.
I would.
And a convertible. It's
I'm
great.
pretty sure that's in the regular Santa Baby.
Yeah, I'm
Right.
pretty sure that.
Like Santa Baby is about a woman that is
Mhm.
like treating Santa like her sugar daddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's
Right.
doing
and
the
you
same.
are.
He's a Santa Pally. That's actually my favorite part.
Is he gay?
No.
Michael?
Yes.
He's not gay.
Okay.
No.
It just seems like a weird take
You
on
have
this
to,
song.
you got to hear
Well, I
it.
sent you a meme.
I'm trying to look for it. Where
I
did-
couldn't
All
find
right,
it.
never
either.
mind. This episode's in the in the basket already.
Per usual.
I guess. All right. So this one's not going to come out for a bit. So we don't have a lot of shrink wrap
You
unless
didn't
it's
send
something
me that.
personally. I'm going to find it and show you. Just like you said, I didn't comment on your picture,
I didn't
which
see
I
that.
did,
Yeah.
and yeah.
All right. Well, look for it. 'cause I can't-
There's no shrink wrap because the newest episode hasn't come out yet. And
Unless-
this episode isn't due out for 2.5 weeks at this point.
Unless there's something from last episode that we thought of in the.
Yeah, did we think of anything? It was the holiday.
It was
No,
my question.
It was your question.
You don't remember
I'm-
my question?
Well, you got to remember.
It
like,
was. I
every
know.
day I'm watching
Like 2 episodes
right
ago.
2 episodes ago where
Yeah.
I'm cutting the videos, so now I'm forgetting what your question was.
I
It-
don't remember your question.
It was my question on should we wait till after the holidays to break up?
I did think about it after we did the episode,
Oh.
and I have definitely ended relationships right before the holiday, and I have felt like a jerk.
Mm-hmm.
But also, I'm really bad at living with tension.
Yeah,
know
me
how-
too.
You know how we were talking about you? A big part of yours was like, do we live
Mm-hmm.
like this lie until after
Yeah.
the holidays for the
Right.
kids or
Mhm,
whatever? And I am not good at that.
Right.
Like, I'm really bad. Home to me should
Mhm.
be a place that's comfortable,
Mhm.
Of
right?
course.
And if I have to come home and live in tension, then I don't like no.
Mm-hmm.
Just know, like I
Yeah.
will end it
I just thought of
whatever
something.
holiday it is.
Yeah, for me, early on in my relationships, like when I was like high school ish, early college, I remember that if I woke up in the morning feeling panicked, then I had to break up with that person. I was like, nope. If it's affecting like how I wake up in the
Mhm.
morning.
Well,
So I remember breaking up with like 2 little
Oh.
boyfriends after feeling that way when I would wake up in the, on the morning.
I don't know. I'm like kind of going into therapist mode right now, and I'm kind of feeling like we should explore that, but probably not. Because in one way, it sounds really healthy, right? Like if I'm waking up consistently worried about my relationship, then maybe it's not healthy, right? But then there's also the other side, which is this a me issue? Like, am I just insecurely attached? And
it was like an impending doom feeling. Like I have to do another day with this person.
And you already didn't like them.
Yeah, it was like that.
I mean, looking back at our holiday episodes, they have not been good.
Cheery.
Right.
I did think that it was a little not so cheery.
I almost did a not cheery one today, but I pushed
you went cheery?
Back.
Okay, good.
I don't know cheery, but
not death or breaking up.
Breakups.
It's not death, and it's not breaking up.
Wow.
Okay.
Neither of those.
Okay.
I'm excited to hear
curious.
the question.
And the other thing about shrink wrap, and I actually had a client that they're ending their relationship like right before the holidays.
Oh yeah.
And they didn't even hear your podcast. So
wow.
I don't know. I don't like what
okay. So they ended it already.
Yeah. Like they had the talk. I saw them and they were like, yeah, everybody knows, the kids know, but we're just still doing the holidays. Like kind of trying to do it normally. Yeah.
Okay. That's rough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. It's sad. Like this is a very sad podcast lately.
Got to turn this ship around.
I know.
I don't. That's a lot of pressure.
I don't really know how to.
Because I'm not the one. I'm not the one to like turn it around.
I mean, I feel like that's usually me. But I watched Castaway 2 nights ago.
Oh.
And I'm still upset about it.
It seems depressing, so I was like, I'm not going to watch that.
It was very
you know what I watched last night, actually, and I thought of you?
What?
Your favorite movie.
We're going to turn this into a movie review podcast.
I watched your favorite movie last night.
Anchorman? Oh.
It's on Paramount Plus.
Oh, my goodness. Maybe I'll watch it tonight. Love that movie.
I watched a couple of movies, like, since we've had a little more time. I watched Anora, which I thought was really good. It's about I don't want to say sex worker, but kind of like she's a stripper who also escorts in New York City. And she and a very rich son of Russian, but the family's rich. He's not, but he has all this money and he just starts throwing money at her and they start hanging out. And it's like she thinks it might be her Cinderella story.
But like a Pretty Woman?
But it's not.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Anora.
Anora?
Anora.
Anora.
It's her name in the movie. That's her name.
Okay. Where do you stream it?
Where did I stream that one?
You don't have Netflix.
I don't have Netflix.
So it wasn't Netflix
and it wasn't HBO. So it was either. Yeah, I think it was on Hulu.
Oh, Hulu.
Actually, it was on Hulu. Yeah.
Okay.
So because this episode is airing January 16th, I wanted to focus on like New Year's resolutions and change.
Yes.
And by the time this comes out, probably people will be, maybe they fell off track with their New Year's resolution.
Yeah, 2 weeks in.
So maybe, yeah, I actually have a statistic.
What is it?
The statistic is 80 to 90% of people give up in the first few months of their New Year's resolution. I know for me, when I go to the gym after New Year's, it's going to be packed.
Always.
Yeah, always.
I hate it. So what is the psychological myth, right? And that's what I was going to ask you guys what are some things about change that you believed that you found not to be effective and maybe something else was effective? Like what has helped, like what changes have you guys been able to implement in your lives and what has brought you success
in making
because
those
change
changes?
Is hard.
Yeah. This is kind of what my question was going to be last time, but then I went for relationship.
I thought you were going to bring it because it was like the New Year's episode.
Yeah. It was, but then I wanted
But then you went dark. You went divorcing around the holidays.
Literally.
Because I wanted to talk about relationships.
But like you always talk about relationships.
I know, but it's like in the front of my mind because I had clients that were going through that week. So that's why I chose that. But it's fine because now we're talking about
so
it.
You're more prepared.
A little bit.
Liz.
Well,
so let's go to Liz first. the least prepared of us. Only because you were going to do the question. I did the question. That's the only reason you're least prepared.
Well, the first thing I thought about when you said that, and I think it's something that I've mentioned before, that it's like when my clients are just like, oh, you like one day it's gonna get better, always like the wait for, and people think the new year, like I have to wait till the new year to make a change, but then like they don't actually do something. And I think that's maybe like a myth with, I have to wait till it's the right time before I'm gonna change something. Okay. That was kind of like the first thing that popped into my head.
Yeah.
Is that you just need to do it at any point.
Like, are you saying that if you wait to use it as a New Year's resolution, it's probably not going to get done anyways?
Right. Yeah. I think like that like turns into just like, and then in 2 weeks or whatever, a few months, you just are over it. Or not over it, but you like lose motivation.
Okay.
That reminded me of a quote, although I don't think it's as relevant now that I'm, focused on what you're saying. It's the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The next best time is today.
Yeah.
Actually, the thing about New Year's, and like, because when I was researching this, I Googled a couple different things, and one of them was like, why New Year's? And it's like a fresh start.
Right.
And I know I heard on a podcast, I think it might be Katie Milkman, who's a psychologist. I think she said, like, Mondays can be a fresh start, birthdays can be a fresh start, New Year's can be a fresh start, the first day of the month can be a fresh start. But that is helpful, because if you have this mindset of like a fresh start, that can be helpful in the change. But I think what you're saying is I heard you say two things, I think. One was, it's not going to get better unless you make it better.
Yeah.
Like, people are like, oh,
New year, new me.
Yeah, well, or things will get better
just because it's the new year.
Right.
Yeah.
But generally speaking, there's never a good time. Like now's as good a time as any. Things don't usually, like, you think you're going to be less stressed in 3 months, but that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
To be just as stressed about other things in 3 months. So, yeah, I think that was one of the things that I heard you saying. Like, just waiting for things to get better is probably not a good thing to do. And then I guess where I was going with the second part of what you were saying is, maybe start Monday, not months away.
Right.
I know I get clients sometimes that, especially with substances, they come to me in November and they're like, I want to quit. And then like the next session, they're like, I decided to wait till the new year because of the holidays.
Right.
And it's like, okay.
Yeah.
Like, that seems, I mean, I get it, just because, the holidays are hard to quit anything, I think. Like, when I said I was dieting, people were like, around the holidays? Like, that's insane, so I get it. But
I used to do New Year's resolutions like back in the day when I was younger. And about the time that I had Sienna, I decided that I was no longer going to do New Year's resolutions because it never worked. Like, I would say, oh, I'm going to do this in the new year, and then it would come and go, and then I just wasn't motivated and it wouldn't happen. So I started to realize that if I said it was a New Year's resolution, it wasn't going to happen. So instead, I changed it to New Year's goals. And every year since, like, I think the first time I did it was maybe around 2015. I probably have them all in my phone. In like notes, and I would say like 2020 goals, and I would just make a list of things that I wanted to accomplish throughout the year. And periodically I'd go in and look at it and check one off. And that's worked for me, except about my relationship book. That one keeps getting pushed back and back and back and back.
So it's really just changing the name, from resolution to goals.
I don't know. That helped me.
Okay.
I make a vision board on my Pinterest every year.
Oh, that's
like
cute.
During this time, and I like keep it on like my Pinterest, and I look at it every like now and then. I probably have a couple too. And I just put things on there that like I want to do, or things I hope to get
to manifest.
I kind of look at it more as in like manifesting. It's like a fun thing I always do at the end of the year.
Well, what are some other changes? Like, we've all been around a little bit, right? So what are some changes you've made and what has helped you sustain the change? Like, because New Year's resolutions or goals are about like, I'm going to make this change. Yeah. New year, new me. Right. So, I'm going to lose weight, or I'm going to go to the gym and work out more often, or whatever they might be. What has helped you maintain that change when you have maintained it?
It's never been a New Year's thing. The ones that have actually changed for me have been ones that I've decided like on a random Tuesday afternoon, like that's it, I'm doing this.
Okay. But what's helped you maintain that change? Didn't you start working out recently?
I did.
And are you doing it?
I've fallen off a little bit the last few weeks.
Okay. You know what, guys? Change is impossible. Just don't even try.
But when I decided to do that, to work out, it was on a random day. Like I wasn't like, oh, Monday I'm going to do it. It was like, no.
But I don't think
morning
the day is important, right? Like some people, a fresh start is helpful. Some people just decide to make changes.
Yeah, like I don't need a fresh start.
But what helps sustain the change?
Because accountability for me.
Okay, accountability.
It's accountability.
Right. I'm your accountability partner.
You are.
I am. I know.
And you haven't asked me lately.
I have not. It's
it's been.
I have failed you.
It's been like with Christmas and stuff. And my home gym is in the garage, and it was a mess with like gift wrapping and stuff with the kids. That's another thing, actually.
Okay.
I need to be organized. I don't like clutter. When there's clutter in my life, like nothing gets done. I need a clean space to do whatever I have to do, whether it's work out or think.
Right.
Like if I'm going to like start writing, it has to be like the space has to be clean and clear. Yeah, I'm really big about that.
The way I would relate that, I think, is, and it might be Katie Milkman again. Like, I don't want to keep quoting her, and I'm not even sure it's her, but I remember a podcast I heard a long time ago about change. One of the things she said is making it easy to do the change.
Yes.
And that would be the space, or some people like sleep in your workout clothes.
Yes.
So you wake up, you're already dressed.
I need to do that.
Workout clothes.
I need to do
that.
that.
I mean, if it's just shorts and a t-shirt, it's not a big deal, right? Like if you have a whole like velour jumpsuit, that you wear to jog because you're
pretentious.
Because you're
pretentious.
I was going to say a Guido in New York City, but that's probably not going to stay in there, right? Like, I don't want to come across as, whatever.
Okay.
Those guys in the
I know exactly what you mean with the gold chains.
Yeah. If that's how you work out, then.
Right.
But I wouldn't want to sleep in that. And I don't sleep in workout clothes, but I'm still pretty consistent.
I usually leave it out. Like, if I'm gonna, the days that I do work out, it's because I left my outfit in the bathroom next to the sink with my water bottle, like everything ready to go.
See?
Yeah,
that's a really good psychologically supported, study-based, whatever, intervention to help you keep it going. So you got to get back to that.
I do.
Since I have failed you.
I know. Okay, but now we're talking about it, so I'm gonna work out in the morning.
All right, cool.
Tomorrow. And another thing is leaving my phone in the bathroom. I have like a huge problem with waking up. For a long time, I thought like there was something wrong with me, that I can't wake up in the morning. I'm so like groggy and tired that I can't physically get up. So the only way that I do is if I put the alarm on my phone and I leave it in the bathroom, and I have to walk to the bathroom to do it. So.
Yeah, I've heard of that for psychological change also, is put your alarm away from you, so you have to get out of bed to turn it off. Yeah.
I used to have this app called Alarm Me, and it tortures you to get up, and you have to do like these challenges to turn off the phone. So like you could pick which one it is, like to turn off the alarm. One of them is you have to walk like 50 steps before the alarm turns off. So you basically have to like walk around your house, and then it's what's the point of getting back in bed? or you have to do like these math problems on the phone, this whole thing. So I used to choose the getting up and walking around one. And at one point I figured out that if you just grab your phone and shake it like this 50 times, it turns off. And then that's it. I couldn't use it anymore.
Oh.
Bummer. So then now I leave it in the bathroom.
I think that's good though, because it is hard to get out of bed, but once you're out and you've moved around, it's like, oh, I'm fine.
And then another thing that one of my best, you never regret like working out.
Yeah.
So then I have to like think to myself.
That's 100%. Like, I feel like that's one of my when I talk to clients about it, for myself as well, is I've never regretted getting up and working out where I have regretted staying in bed.
Yes.
And I think that's key.
Yeah.
Like, knowing that this was like in my notes as things that have helped me is knowing my brain's going to lie to me and I'm going to feel better if I do the thing. Like, my brain will be like, you don't need to, you're tired, you can take a day off, whatever. And I never feel better when I do that, but I feel better when I do the thing.
I know.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
Very true.
All right. I feel like this has been the Malberry podcast so far. Have you thought of a change while you've been sitting over there and what you've done to sustain it? Or you've just been so attentively listening, you haven't had a single thought?
I've been attentively listening. No, but what I was going to say is I don't have that problem waking up. I think
she doesn't.
I really don't.
So
and
jealous.
It's actually like a pet peeve of mine. And Eddie gets really upset at me about it because like when I'm awake, like I am awake and I kind of expect everybody else to be awake also. Yeah, I tried really hard. I'm trying really hard to work on it.
I literally tell my clients, people like you do not exist.
No, hi, I'm here. No, like
I do. I'm telling you, like some of my clients are like, I never wake up happy. I'm like, no one wakes up happy. Like everyone wakes up miserable and not wanting to get out of bed.
Well, do you wake up
and
happy?
I was basically basing that on my experience.
Yeah.
No,
right?
I wake up. It's actually very easy for me to wake up.
Why? How?
Even since I was like a little girl, like my parents stopped waking me up for school in like the first grade. I would wake myself up. I would have an alarm at like however old you are, at like 7 or 8. I would get myself dressed. Like I would do my own hair. It's always been easy for me to wake up. And it's a really big pet peeve of mine when people can't wake up.
Okay. I think you are a very rare person.
Okay.
Like I would appreciate comments. I would appreciate comments on this. Like if people can
comment below.
If you are like Liz, where you can easily wake up in the morning and you wake up and you're awake and you're ready to go, like I'm ready to face the day, I would like comments.
Like Eddie would probably be concerned if I ever struggled to wake up. If like he ever tried to like wake me up and I was like, no, I'm tired or something, like I think Eddie would be like, oh, you're dying, or you
even when I get enough sleep, I don't necessarily want to get out of the nice comfortable bed and face my day.
I
so if your alarm if your alarm goes off, you're like ready to go up. Yeah, just like that.
You don't consider snooze? Or
no, I put like one alarm.
Oh my god, you should see my phone.
I don't use snooze. Like I gave up doing snooze. I find snooze is I don't know. I don't like it. You don't get good rest. It really makes no sense. Like I just see it as illogical. I mean, I wake up before the alarm often, but it's not like I'm like, let's go. Like I pet the dog. I do like a breathing thing on my Apple Watch. Usually I'll have my Apple Watch on. I'll do a couple of breathing exercises while I pet the dog just to kind of ease into the morning. It's not like I want to jump up and...
No, yesterday Eddie went to go hide from us in Violet's room and hid under her covers to try to go back to sleep. And then Grayson found him and jumped on him and
it didn't work.
It didn't work.
Okay.
Yeah.
Back to
you and I are talking about change. Liz was telling stories about her husband
sleeping.
And children.
Yeah.
But a change, Liz?
Okay. Anything you've been successfully able to change.
On changing.
I feel like I'm a really persistent person. It's kind of my personality. And if I put my mind to something, I don't allow myself to fail. Like that's really just not an option at all.
So failure's not an option.
That's really just not an
Right.
option.
I saw a meme the other day. The whole time you guys are talking, I'm seeing memes. I've been on Instagram way too long, way too much lately. Like a little less work, more Instagram apparently. The meme was, "Oh, so failure's not an option? Watch this."
I mean, that's not to say that
Just
I don't
watch me.
fail, but like I'll keep on going until
Yeah, you're persistent.
until I'm
So you can't think of anything for this podcast that's your podcast.
Make something up, Liz.
The podcast you started that has helped you with change. Do you want to see my list of things? No.
Do you have a list
Of things that are helpful, yeah.
for change.
I feel like I have changed so many of my habits and stuff like people say I'm very disciplined.
Yeah.
And I think that's
I think I'm disciplined too. Like
but I don't think I always was. Like I think discipline is something you create.
Yeah.
You're kind of saying I always was disciplined.
Well, because I do feel like a part of it is a part of my personality that I'm very like persistent. Why are you pointing at me? Because
I just thought of something that I think yours has always been driven by anxiety.
I was gonna say she's gonna say it's my anxiety. I literally was gonna say that. Probably, but they say that anxiety helps you.
The guy I really like, he's a mindfulness psychiatrist and psychologist. His name's Judson Brewer. I recommend his book. One of his books I recommend to a lot of people with anxiety is Unwinding Anxiety. He takes a very mindful approach, and he counters that research that says anxiety is beneficial. His approach is anxiety is not beneficial. He's both a psychiatrist and a psychologist. He says those studies were done on mice, and basically you were like, I don't know, it had something to do with drowning them or something.
Oh my god!
Yeah, and then like maybe they would do it better because a certain amount of anxiety. But I don't. First off, I don't disagree with you. Like I like Judson Brewer. I think he has great stuff, but I do feel if I have I get things done before deadlines, and I think it's because I don't want to have it in my mind. Right? Like it's causing me anxiety.
Yeah. Me too. So I just need to do things. Like if I don't do it, it's going to linger, which that's going to give me more anxiety. And I think that's what I push myself to be like, it's not as bad as I'm making it out to be in my mind if I just go and do the thing I need to do.
Right. I agree. Like, you know, the new semester starts January 5th, and we've gotten emails about get the syllabi done by January 5th. Okay, it's December 29th today. We're recording this. It'll be January 16th when it comes out. I'm done 3 of my 4 syllabi already. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm almost done way before the deadline, like a week before the deadline, because it weighing on me
that
causes me more discomfort than actually doing it. Right. Like, and I think so I am going to support what you said, even though Judson Brewer argues it, that, I think a little bit of anxiety can be motivating.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and I feel like maybe this is like a change I've made because sometimes I've allowed my anxiety to fuel me so much that it becomes like, too uncomfortable or debilitating, and then I don't want to do anything. So I've really had to try to be very mindful and very aware of like my thoughts and what it is that I want to do or what it is that I need to do and how to get that done without it becoming disorganized and chaotic. Because then I feel like when things internally are disorganized and chaotic, then I'm not going to make any changes.
So if I'm going to wrap this back to like ways some of our listeners can take from this to help them change, it would be like create an action plan.
I definitely do that. Yes.
You make it organized.
I think I actually don't realize, but I do, or unconsciously I'm like, okay, I need to do like step 1, step 2, and step 3, and this is what I need to do to like get through like my day or this goal.
Right.
Oh yeah, I do a lot of to-do lists.
I do a lot of to-do lists. Actually, I have 1 million to-do lists on my phone.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, so you believe creating to-do lists helps change.
Yeah, sorry. And something I'm very, very, very big on about creating change is asking for help and not trying to think that you know how to figure it out by yourself. That's actually something I tell people all the time, especially clients. A lot of times people try to reinvent something somebody already figured out. And I'm really big on like, if I need the help, and I haven't always been like this, but probably in the last year or two, I will ask for help. If I need, support, and that is how I'm actually able to make the change without trying to just do it all on my own.
That's nice.
That's like a theme in my life right now. I listened to a podcast this morning before coming here while walking my dog, and it was about community.
Yeah.
Right? Like
Like, it
having a
takes a
community
village.
of help. And I think that's another like psychological myth is, and I was thinking about
Mhm.
putting it in my phone as like one of the topics for this season, but since we're on it, is like I need to do things by myself. Like I need to be a tough guy and handle everything myself, where we're actually we're tribal animals, we're social animals. We need community, we need help. So it's a theme because of the podcast I listened to this morning. A book I'm reading right now has a lot about community in it. That's weird. And I am not like I'm a lone wolf kind of person.
Yeah, we have to ask for help. I mean, I'm probably queen of I could do it by myself and I don't need any help. So yeah, that's something I've been working on. And I feel like it's gotten a lot better.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to work on that. Like, I am I will do it myself. Like when I was getting furniture delivered to my office, like I was replacing a couch. I took the old couch out by myself. Like I borrowed the dolly.
How'd you do that? Tight space.
Yeah.
Right. But I borrowed a dolly from the guy. That's the only help I asked for. I was like, hey, do you have a dolly? He gave me the dolly. And that night, when everybody was gone, I put the other couch on one side on the dolly. I lifted it and just steered it out and took it out and put it in the dumpster at the dumpster by
I used to send all the time the meme of
the guy with the chair.
The one it's a coffin. And it's like a coffin like rolling down like the street by itself. And I'm like, I don't need anybody's help. Like, I sent it to you. It's like a coffin.
Okay. Yeah. The meme I was thinking of is, the office chairs with the wheels.
Yes.
It's somebody doing a couch with that.
Oh, I've seen that too. I've seen that one too.
I can do it myself. I don't need it.
Yeah.
And that is very much me.
Yeah.
Like I probably should work on that. And like I said, a theme in my life this week has been community. And now you said it, the podcast this morning, the book I'm reading.
It's a sign.
Yeah, maybe I need to be a little more, I need to ask for help more. But the whole thought of that just gives me hives.
I know, but
it used to for me.
But at least for me, if anyone has ever asked me for help, I have never felt annoyed or like I didn't want to help someone.
Okay, I don't want to say I've never felt annoyed. I feel like this goes back to what I've said. Like when we're about other people, because that's kind of what the book is about. Also, like the book is. I think I mentioned it. It's like Adlerian theory applied to like this philosophy thing. And that is, when we think about other people, and I think I do think about other people. I'm not going to say I've never been annoyed when people ask me for
I'm
help.
saying like for big decisions or change or things, maybe not just somebody who's like.
No, people have annoyed me asking me for help.
Sure. But like, are you thinking like physical help?
I mean, I don't know. Like, I do think my thought is I don't want to do this. Like, my first thoughts are generally negative. I've said that in classes.
Oh yeah,
right. I have to challenge my negative thoughts.
That's the same for me.
So if you guys were like, "Hey, can you help me move this couch?" I don't know if it would be negative for you guys, but like. I don't know, like somebody in my building asking me for help. I don't know that I'm being honest right now because I don't know that it's always my first thought. But all right, I'm going to bring this to a study. Okay. And I think this is true. The more stressed I am, the more likely I'm going to have an annoyed thought if someone asks me for help. And the study this relates to, which has nothing to do with today's podcast, is called the Good Samaritan Study. So you guys know this.
I do. I can't remember. I can't retell it, but I've heard of it.
Is this something that they talk about in social psych?
Yeah.
I feel like I remember.
So the Good Samaritan study is a bunch of people that are studying to be either priests or pastors or whatever, religious leaders are given the Good Samaritan study, which is from the Bible, like do for others, right? Yeah. they're given that like sermon, right?
Mhm.
And then they're told one of three things. Like they have an interview
Mhm.
and they're either they have plenty of time, it's just about time, or they're late. The ones that are told they're late, after hearing the Good Samaritan study and they're studying to be a priest, step over someone needing help on the way because they're late.
Oh, yes, I
You
know.
get what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like been
it-
like someone is on the street and like needs help and they think
Right.
no, somebody else is gonna help them.
Because they're late.
Right.
So like that's an inconvenience. Like
Mhm.
I just heard about being a better person and being helpful. I just heard that sermon, right? I'm also studying to be a religious leader and I walk right by a person needing help because I'm late. So yeah, I think like if I have plenty of time and you ask me for help, I'm happy to help, right?
Yeah.
But if I'm stressed and you ask me for help, then I'm probably my first thought is this
is annoying.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
This is annoying, yeah.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say I never have an annoying thought. I think I have some. But the point I was going to make is I always feel better helping. Right? Even if I had the this person annoys me, the fact that I help them makes me feel better. And so we should help people, but this is not a podcast about helping people.
Nope.
This is
Nope.
not today.
I'm trying
That's
to...
not today's episode.
No, this is not.
It's about change. We're trying to focus on helping those that might be struggling with their New Year's resolution or their New Year's goals on January 16th or thereafter as they listen to this episode, get back on track. So what are some like thoughts you've had about that have helped you? I have a whole list.
Okay, let's get to your
list. I mean, accountability 100%.
I think accountability I don't even have. That's an excellent one. That's a really good one.
I say it all the time. Like if I say I'm going to do something out loud, then I have to do it.
I think that is great. I think because people know I consistently exercise, they come to me to be their accountability partners. And even the guy I work out with, like there's days I don't want to go, but I know he's going to be there.
Yeah.
And I don't want to let him down. So I go.
Yeah.
Right. So accountability is definitely a big one, I think. And I have other people that I send my workout every time I work out because they say it helps them continue their path.
Yeah. That's really the biggest thing for me.
The biggest thing for
is
you.
Accountability.
What would you say is the biggest one for you, Liz?
Asking for help.
Oh, asking for help. All right. That's an excellent one. I don't have that one either. I don't have that one either.
That is good.
So you want to go to my list?
Okay, let's go to your list.
All right. This is my list this is like things I was thinking of that I've either learned or that have helped me.
Okay.
Because I think I am very disciplined. And that's where we were going at one point. Like people describe me as a very disciplined person. And I think for the most part, that's accurate. I don't feel like I was always a disciplined person. Like I feel like some of it was like I've trained myself to be disciplined because going back to what I said earlier, like I try not to listen to my thoughts, right? Like my thoughts will tell me it's okay not to do it, or my thoughts, they'll take me off the path, and I have to treat my thoughts. I read this in a book. I've annoyed my clients with this to the point where they've said like, yeah, you've told me this a couple of times already, but I read a book a long time ago called Conquest of Mind, which is mostly about meditation. But the thing I took most from there is to treat your brain like a 2 or 3 year old. And I do it all the time. Like I literally the other day, my brain was like, you can have some whatever, like, because I'm trying
cinnamon
to diet,
rolls,
right? No, it wasn't cinnamon rolls because that's like 3 pounds right there, right? I feel like I eat it and I feel like I'm heavier automatically. Yeah, my brain was telling me I could have something, and I was like, no, and then it would tell me again, and I was like, I told you no already. Like I literally said that to my brain, to my own brain. I sound like an insane person alone in my apartment, but. I'm not even
Did you
kidding.
say it out loud?
Yeah. Like, I'm like, I told you no. Like, I told you no. Because it's like, have some chocolate chips. Because I have like a bag of chocolate chips in the fridge. Yeah. Dark chocolate, the semi-sweet.
I love dark chocolate.
I know. I pour them in my hand. But I've been trying not to do that. So one of the things I have written is motivation versus discipline. Like one of the things I've heard a lot in podcasts and otherwise is if you wait for motivation, you're barely ever gonna do the thing.
Right.
Like you have to, like, discipline is more important, and it's not about motivation, it's about discipline.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. I like that one.
What else do I have? Consistency is key. One of the other things I have is the rule of 2, which I learned in a podcast. So I try to read every night before I go to bed, but some nights I can't. Like I'm too tired or whatever. I watched a movie, or maybe the Eagles played a night game and it's midnight and I have to get up the next day. So I won't read, but I won't do that 2 days in a row. And if it happens 2 days in a row, it definitely doesn't happen a third day. You know what I mean? The rule of 2. Like I can't miss more than 2.
Okay.
So
I see.
I learned that in a podcast. It's really helpful.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have found that really helpful. Like I'll say to myself, I don't feel like reading, and I'll be like, well, you didn't read last night, so now you have to read tonight. You know what I mean? Which goes back to discipline.
I'm gonna try that.
Rule of 2. You already said manageable goals. That was another thing on my list. I have progress, not perfection.
We have that on one of the doors.
Yeah.
For Full Circle Therapy. Yeah. Think on the staff door. I really like the progress instead of perfection. But because I think I've struggled a lot with the idea of perfect.
I think also a lot of times people, just because it's not perfect or exactly where they think it was supposed to be, then they completely discredit maybe any progress that they've ever made. And I think being mindful of, like, you have made changes, like you have done things that you didn't do.
Yeah, baby steps.
That's such a theme for you. That came up in another podcast.
It did. Yeah, I think you said that before.
Where you were talking about clients.
Yeah, my clients.
And they're saying like they haven't made any progress, and you're like, what? You did this?
Yeah.
This?
Yeah, I guess that's a common theme with my clients a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it goes back to being mindful.
I guess I'm also
when you're
pretty big on mindfulness.
Yeah, because when you're looking at like the ultimate goal and maybe it seems so far away, you kind of lose track of like the progress that you've made.
Sometimes it's important, going back to manageable goals, like break the goal down into smaller goals.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, that's a big one.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
When you were perfectionist, were you also a procrastinator? Because I've seen things that indicate a lot of procrastinators are perfectionists.
I'm the biggest procrastinator you will ever meet.
Wow.
It's frustrating.
It frustrates me. And it's always a goal on my New Year goals.
And I'm the opposite of a procrastinator.
To be less of a perfectionist.
No, to be less of a procrastinator.
Right.
Yeah.
I think a lot of times, like, procrastinating is a strategy for not being a perfectionist, because if I procrastinate to the last minute, then it doesn't have to be perfect.
As a recovering perfectionist.
Okay. And a current procrastinator.
Well, because I still struggle with the idea of perfection. So the reason that I'm waiting or procrastinating is because it has to be perfect, and I feel like maybe it won't be perfect, then I keep leaving it for the last minute. Then with the stress and the anxiety of now I have to finish or do this, then I put all that energy into it being perfect in the end.
Okay. I think one of the things that relates to that is, it relates to progress, not perfection, is I wrote a bad whatever is better than no whatever. And I know, like, for jogging, I'm not a great jogger, but I try to jog at least once a week. If I know it's not going to be a good run, it's still better than no run. You get what I'm saying? Like, like even with working out, like a bad workout, like if I just go there and I don't know, I'm just not as strong today, or I'm not as like, you know, I don't have the endurance that I would normally have. That's okay, because I still did it. Like a bad whatever is better than no whatever. Like just do it anyhow, basically.
Right.
Yeah, that's good. But then that goes against my whole like perfection thing.
But that would be good for you. Like as a therapist, when I've had perfectionist clients, one of the things I prescribe is doing something less than, like, just
like half-ass.
I wouldn't say half-assed, but like I had a client that he would procrastinate, and then he wouldn't do the assignment and he'd get a 0. And he's like, because it has to be an A assignment. I was like, do a B assignment. And he would do a B assignment and still get an A.
Right.
Like, and he, all of a sudden he wasn't a perfectionist anymore. You get what I'm saying? Like he put B effort in, which still got him an A. You know?
Yeah.
So that's kind of my,
Okay.
not half-assed, but, you know, like, understand I'm just going to do a decent job instead of I'm going to do a perfect job, and keep trying that.
Maybe that'll help with my procrastination.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably not.
Why do you have to be so negative about it? This is on my
Wow.
2026 goals. You have no faith in me.
Well, we're doing a change episode, and your sister is over there like, probably not. Probably not. You're probably going to stay exactly the same.
Her procrastinating. She procrastinates so much.
Okay, but it's something to work on.
It's on my
All right.
goals.
You know what? She just said it on a podcast.
Oh yeah,
Right?
accountability.
That
To
is
two people that are therapists and are in her life.
Yeah.
Like, we are her accountability partners now, for especially you, because you're very much in her life, and I'm gonna forget like 2 weeks from now when we record again to ask her how much she's procrastinated or if she's made any progress.
Well, right now you only have like one project going on, so.
No, I'm
No?
writing.
Oh, okay. You have 2 projects.
Right. And you have a lot of catching up to do, because I have like 40 pages.
I was thinking about that yesterday.
I've been writing since 2011.
Oh.
I know. I was thinking about that yesterday. How behind.
And I wrote for Psychology Today.
Yeah.
So I just, like, I put everything that related to relationships into a folder.
You have to pull up
and
your
it's like
grad
40
papers.
pages.
I'm gonna pull up all my grad school papers.
Just throw them in there. This book's going to be awesome. Listener that has no idea what we're talking about. Mel and I decided to, well, I had started a book back in 2011, like I was just saying, on relationships with another colleague, and it never got anywhere. Like, I did a lot of writing, but it just kind of sat. And then I started writing. Well, I think I was writing for Psychology Today then. I started seeing more couples. I started writing about couples and relationships and love. And anyhow, Mel and I decided to put that all together. She was also working on a relationships book. So we're going to put our stuff together, bring it into one book, and then that's going to be our project right now.
Yes.
So yeah, we're doing that. We're her accountability partners for procrastinating.
I need to.
But you're more in her life. Like, you see it more than I do.
Right.
I didn't even know that Mel was a procrastinator.
Very
Like,
much.
I've had no indication of that with the podcast.
No, it's like in little things.
Like, you've been really good about editing.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's been 2 episodes that came out on Mondays.
Yeah.
Because
well, there was one that I forgot. I thought I had more time.
Right.
Because I thought I got confused.
So it wasn't procrastinating? Is that
no,
what
I
you're
think
saying?
that one I got confused.
Okay.
Another one maybe procrastinating, but I was really good about the last episode. That one I finished and sent out like on Wednesday.
Right. And that one was maybe the best editing.
It was very good. Like, I think I'm getting better.
You made us sound on topic the whole time.
Let's see about this one.
This one will be a struggle.
I don't know about
She'll have to cut everything out. It'll be 10
this
minutes
one's going to be
long.
like a robot.
It'll be 10 minutes long.
No, it'll be good. Okay, so
I only had 2 other things on the
Okay.
list. One I think we covered, which was challenging counter thoughts. Like, any thoughts I had.
yeah, you talked about
Like, I don't want to go to the gym today. I don't want to get up early. I don't want to get out of bed. Like, just challenging those thoughts. And I know psychology is against this.
Okay.
Like, I heard a podcast where they were like, just do it is bullshit.
Oh.
It's not good for psychology, but I live by that. Like, I live by, my brain is going to give me 1,000 reasons not to do what I need to do, because my brain wants to be lazy. My brain wants to conserve energy. My brain would rather just sit and watch TV than do things. But in the long run, I'm not going to feel good about that. Right. So when I have any thoughts that are counter to what I want to do, I'm just like, just do it. Like,
yeah, I feel like that's what like Liz was saying a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. And then the last one is Catherine Milkman, or I hear her called Katie Milkman. I don't want to assume familiarity with her. I don't know her. We're not buddies or anything. But when I hear her on, she's been on the Happiness Lab a couple times. She's been on 10% Happier, I think. 2 podcasts I listen to pretty regularly. She suggests pairing. So let's say you have a guilty pleasure, like listening to murder audiobooks. You can only do that when you're on the treadmill. Like, you pair something you love with something you don't want to do.
I do that with working out.
But then that's the only time you can listen to it. Like you can't listen to the murder books other times.
No, I do it with Michael Bublé in The Voice.
Oh gosh.
But it's over. And look.
Is it over with you and Michael Bublé?
No,
I'm really hoping.
never.
No. I'm saying
I am
The
so sick of
Voice
hearing
is
about
over.
him.
And you're gonna hear a lot because I'm January 16th. I'm going to see him again.
All right.
My dreams about him have come back actually. Because it's like getting closer to see him.
Mm.
We just like, hang out.
In her dreams.
In my dreams.
In her dreams.
That's nice.
It is very nice.
Nice.
I have great dreams.
Yeah.
To the point that I wake up and I'm like, oh my God, that was a dream and not real life.
Yeah.
Can't relate.
That would be depressing.
It is a little bit. It is.
Like if I kept having dreams that were absolutely amazing,
Yeah.
and then I have to go back to reality.
It's true. Yeah, it's more like, it's
Let me
really
just
like a
dream.
nightmare. If you think about it, a nightmare you wake up from and then it didn't happen. You're like, oh my God, thank God. But no, this is like,
The opposite.
this is a true nightmare.
I don't follow your reasoning at all.
What
Amazing.
is this episode?
So your
What is
life
this?
is the nightmare. That's what you're basically saying.
Yeah.
What is this episode?
I love our dreams episode
I was just
because
thinking
my
that was
funniest
my favorite.
line, perhaps my funniest line
God has
ever, is
forsaken-
God has
has forsaken
forsaken you.
you.
Liz. I love that. That
was
was
a
the
good
best
line.
thing I've ever said.
That was.
I'm glad it's on video.
Me
That was
too.
great.
Wow. Okay.
Are we done?
Okay, so in summary,
In summary,
accountability, to-do lists.
Ask for help.
Oh, ask for help.
just try to be consistent.
Mhm.
Which the rule of two. I like that rule a lot. I feel like that's helped me a lot.
I'm gonna try that.
Yeah.
I am.
Like if you skip a workout, I cannot skip out.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can't
yeah.
skip tomorrow.
Maybe I
Exactly.
should try that
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
So
For working
so
out.
next shrink rep, you guys can report back on manageable goals,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
And maybe breaking the
Realistic.
goal down.
Yeah.
You guys summarize something. I'll say it. Progress, not perfection.
It doesn't have to be perfect. Baby steps. Doesn't have to be perfect.
All right.
Maybe shoot for a B instead of an A.
And still get an A.
And still get an A. That goes against my whole perfection thing, though. Like if you shoot for a B, but then you end up getting an A, you're like, ah, look at me. I was still perfect.
Yeah, but you didn't didn't have as much anxiety about
Mhm.
it or whatever. I think.
Yeah, I guess it's more about the process.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not the grade.
Not-
right?
right.
Like
Mm-hmm.
like I'm doing B effort. If I still get an A, great.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know, a bad whatever is better than no whatever.
Better
And-
to do it than not.
yeah, it's better to do it half-assed,
Right.
to use
Mm-hmm.
Mel's term from earlier.
Mm-hmm.
It's better to do it half-assed than to not do it at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Challenging counter thoughts.
To yourself, like
So,
a
like a 2-year-old.
Yeah, 2 or 3-year-old,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
Don't
Like I
believe
told
everything.
you know already. Motivation versus discipline.
Motivation doesn't really work.
Discipline
Yeah.
does.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice to be motivated, but if I only did things when I was motivated, I would do them
Yeah.
like a 10th of the time I do them for real.
Mhm.
Like if I only worked out when I was motivated, it would probably be half or
Mm.
less of the time.
Yeah.
And then the last thing I had on my list was pairing.
Oh,
Yes.
Like when
yeah.
you pair,
That does work for me, except
Yeah.
for when that thing that you paired it with ends and then you have to find something else.
yeah, then you have to find something new.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
if you were reading a book, let's say, and you
Mhm.
only read the book on the treadmill,
Yeah.
when I'm done with the book, if I
Yeah.
don't have another book, yeah,
That's exactly what's happened to me.
true.
Yep.
You just have to have a list of books.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Yeah.
another example from that podcast was shows. Like if you have a guilty
Yeah.
pleasure
Yeah,
show,
I do that. I used to do that a
You
lot.
only watch the show when you're
Yeah, that was
on
mine
the treadmill,
with The Voice.
and then the show ends.
The Voice ended
Oh,
because it's a
maybe go back and rewatch them all.
it's a contest. No, I only watch the ones that Michael's on.
Right, of course.
It's not interesting
Right.
to me.
He's not on all of them.
No,
Oh,
only the last 3 seasons,
oh.
and I've already watched them. So now I need something else.
That's a place where like washed up singers go to
Yes,
die.
It
right?
is.
Yeah.
It's true.
I was making a joke. I'm
But it's
surprised you
true.
said yes.
It's true because everybody's like, "Why do you watch The Voice?" Nobody watches The Voice, and I'm like, "It's because Michael's on it."
I think enough people watch The Voice that it's still on.
Mm-hmm. Has to be.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't watch it.
I
have
don't
never
watch it,
watched
yeah.
I have never watched it. I have zero interest in ever watching
Me
it.
too.
But if one of your really favorite artists was on it, you would
I don't know.
probably watch it.
I don't really watch any reality shows because I don't like them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mhm.
I don't really watch a
Seems-
lot of TV. unless Michael's on.
Right.
Okay.
Wow.
Anyways,
I hope Joe listens to this episode.
I think he understands.
He knows.
He accepts it.
He
Yeah.
accepts
He accepts
it.
he's down the priority list.
He accepts it.
All right,
He
good.
does. All right.
I
So
guess-
that's a wrap.
Yeah.
That's a wrap on another episode of Therapist Say. I'm your host, Mel.
I'm your other host, Liz.
I'm your co-host, Barry.
Goodbye.
All right, that's it for today's episode of Therapist Say. Thanks for hanging out. Hopefully, you laughed, learned something, or at least realized you're not the only one with issues.
New episodes drop every 2 weeks, so hit follow and don't forget self-care.